What's up, family? Welcome back to Corvette's Kitchen. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome into my kitchen. Come on in, let's chop it up and see what we got going on today. So, I told you last night when I started this thing, this process, this meal, that we were gonna do some twice baked potatoes. We were gonna do a braised chicken with a special little cheese sauce to go with it. And I also told you that we was gonna do steamed broccoli with a separate, different type of cheese sauce. That's what we're doing. And I also showed you the simple bechamel sauce. That's gonna be the base of all these cheese sauces that we're doing. So yeah, so I got my bechamel. It's room temp, getting it back up to room temp because we don't want to keep it out all night, so we had to put it in the refrigerator. But anywho, so now I'm going to show you the base of this braised chicken that we're going to do. That's what we're going to do first. But look at, before we get into that, let me just ask you, if you like what we're doing on the channel, and if give me a like, give me a share, give me a comment, talk to me. Let's chop it up and see what can I do differently, what can I do better, and maybe something that you want to see me cook. I'm pretty sure I got a recipe for it. I'm pretty sure I got something in the pocket that I can hook it up. You understand? Put a little Kim Gray twist on it and show you a different side of the culinary art of cooking, if you understand what I'm saying. Just tell me, give me a like. You know, when you look at it, before you scroll, your thumb right there, just bam, hit that like button. And we're going to appreciate it because it goes a long way to help us do what we do here on the channel. So I'm going to thank you in advance for your continued support of Corvette's Kitchen. Now, to the cooking. We're going to start on the base for this braised chicken. All right. So, I got garlic butter that I homemade, that I made myself. Garlic butter. Homemade garlic butter. And we're going to get it. Oh, I forgot to put. Gotta put a little vegetable grease on it. But we do not want it to burn. We don't want brown butter yet. We want this butter to melt and do its third sizzle before we brown it. And we really can't brown garlic butter because of the real garlic that I got in there. And if you brown garlic butter, it gets bitter. You know, if you cook real garlic too hard, too fast, it gets bitter. And it's not so palatable. So yeah, so we're gonna back this off the fire a little bit. I let this vegetable grease and butter marry. We're gonna need just a little bit more garlic butter. Just a tad bit more garlic butter. Now, so we probably, if you need measurements, maybe it's like a half a stick of butter, because you don't want it too rich.
You know, and we do have to be kind of health conscious.
So, yeah, there we go. We done calmed it down a little bit. We're gonna let it get started to melting. So that's garlic butter. That's the base, with a little vegetable oil to keep it from burning or browning, right? To keep the garlic from burning. Right. So, now I'm going to process these veggies. That's getting ready to go over in here. Matter of fact, let's cut this eye down just a tad bit. So we got celery over here. And I like to use the leaves on celery. The celery leaves. Packed with flavor. Packed with flavor. Another kind of flavor for celery. So yeah, I like to use all this. Packed with flavor. Won't be using that one. And I'm not gonna bend down right now. I'm just gonna keep on cracking. Wonderful tool. Japanese noodles, how you doing? They chop with cleavers. And we got purple onions. So that's a yellow bell pepper I just chopped. That's a celery I just chopped. And this is a half of a purple onion. Purple onion. Got to be careful with your digits, because when you got a sharp tool, got to be careful. Tuck them digits in. Tuck in them digits.
You got to tuck in them digits.
Now that we got the butter and the garlic butter integrating with these vegetables, we can turn the fire up just a little bit, because we don't have to worry about burning, because they're going to integrate and they're going to do their thug thizzle. So we're gonna bring this back up a little bit. We're gonna add a little ginger powder. Now I had some real ginger. I prefer to use real ginger, but I don't have none. But I got McCormick is a cool facsimile. McCormick works. Now ginger is a very strong spice. It don't need it really don't take a lot, not unless you love ginger, not unless it's a ginger dish. But this is not a ginger-based dish, so we don't want a lot. We just want the ginger to be able to like, is that ginger? Is that ginger? That's what you want. So you don't want a lot. You just want to know it's there. You just want to holler at you. You want the ginger to say, holla. See there? Be careful. When you got cabins up top and you're tall, you better watch them doors. You have a hickey on your noggin. All right. So as this base is coming together, we're gonna let this temperature raise a little bit more as these vegetables become translucent, and it releases its essence over here in the skillet. Yeah, we're gonna let that cook. So we're gonna let this temperature get up a little bit, and then we're gonna add the coup de grace to this chicken that we're getting ready to cook. White wine, cooking white wine. White wine, y'all. White wine, y'all. Is it a cork? Okay, since we got a cork, we know how to handle that. We know how to handle that. I'll be right back. Didn't know it had a cork, but I got it. I got what I need. You know, it's hard cooking with these doggone gloves on. But here I come, y'all. No cork. Just a lot of wrapping. See how they mess with you? They make it look like there's a cork in there, and they wrap it up tight. It's some bull. All right, now it's time for the white wine. About a half a cup to a cup, depending on your taste buds. Yeah, that's the smell I'm looking for. Yeah. So now we're at a point. That's our base. So now we're just gonna let that base cook, because we want to cook the alcohol off on. We want the alcohol to cook off, because if you cook and don't cook off the alcohol, it's gonna have a bitter taste. The alcohol in food don't really taste that good. You want the flavor from the alcohol and not the alcohol content. It does something. The alcohol content does something to the chemical structure of all of the meats and all the other in the vegetables. So you want to cook it off. You want to cook that alcohol off before you finish it off. You know, it's simple and then it's technical. I don't know. I just know it don't taste good. So look here. While this is cooking off, I'm going to prep my other stuff, and I'm going to come back at you and holler at you and show you the finished product with this here chicken. Because I got to clean my chicken and get all that stuff done, and then I'm going to come back and holler at you. So look here. Until then, y'all stay peaceful. Share the love. And I'll get back at you in just a little bit. Peace out. Bye-bye, babes.